This is Ben Davison. Subscribe to Sporting Icons.
Right, I was watching an interview on the Sky Sports here on YouTube, and I'll put the link in the description box, so go give it a watch for yourself if you haven't already. And within this interview with Sky Sports, David Haye, of course, he's been helping Derek Chisora. He's been prepping him for his fight next weekend with Dillian Whyte. But he's asked a question about Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, and he said that he had Tyson Fury winning. Of course, 99% of the boxing world does. Anybody who thinks otherwise is clearly biased, in my opinion. But anyway, that aside, he says that even at a draw, he can kind of see if a judge gave it a draw. But even then, he doesn't quite agree with it, but because he had Tyson Fury winning by a couple of rounds. But he says that the Mexican judge who had Deontay Wilder winning 115 to 111 needs to be investigated. I've said this, a lot of you guys have said this, that it's disgusting, because the way that he scored this, even without the knockdowns, Wilder would have still won the fight, which is complete garbage. I mean, you could be the most hardcore, delusional Wilder out there and could not say without those knockdowns that Deontay Wilder would have won that fight anyway, unless you were trolling or being a complete prat. But that judge does need investigating. There's no doubt about it. Will they investigate it? Of course they won't. Of course they won't. The WBC have already come out and said that the judges are of high caliber and very respectful, and we disregard anybody who says that things should be investigated or there's some kind of corruption. Well, that's probably because the WBC have some kind of corruption going on, right? They've been protecting Wilder for years and years and years. And the judges that they pick, because it is the WBC, along with the State Athletic Commission from wherever it may be, so Los Angeles, or if they were fighting in Vegas, it will be the Nevada State Athletic Commission. They all get together and choose the referee and choose the judges between them, okay? So the WBC are going to do nothing about it because they just don't want to, okay? Had Tyson Fury have won, they'd have probably put in an investigation for it, do you know what I mean? But because it's Wilder, not at all. It is not going to happen at all. They've already said this, which suggests to me that they either in on it or they're just acting totally impartial, which is ridiculous, as they are supposed to be an upstanding governing body. But I agree with David Haye. I think that David Haye is absolutely correct, that that judge does need to be investigated. And not just him, but judges like Adelaide Bird. I mean, whatever happened to her after she scored Canelo beating Triple G in the very first fight, 118 to 110? Whatever happened to her? What happens to the other judges who get it wrong? Because people's careers, people's livelihood is on the line when these people are fighting. People are spending money on the tickets, so they want to see a fair fight. They want to see the correct decision. Now, I know a lot of people are calling for computerized judging, much like they have in football with the goal line technology. So if the ball crosses the line and maybe the linesman or the referee didn't see it, the computer will then kick in and say, yeah, it was over, or no, it wasn't. So maybe they could employ that, but at the same time, I don't know. I mean, how would you really score it? I mean, a computer could do it for punches landed, that's for sure. But do you get extra points for power punches landed? Do you get a point for evasion of punches? Do you get points for high percentage of punches landed and punches thrown? And so it's difficult to implement a computer that's going to get it right. In fact, if anything, the computer will probably get it wrong even more so. But this is the whole problem. This is why the Olympics could potentially be withdrawn for boxing, because of the corruption within it, with the judging and things like that. Now, yes, it's a business. Of course it is. Business is business. And where there's money involved, corruption will soon follow. And it's just how it is. And Tyson Fury got screwed royally. He got even screwed by the British judge. And pity him when the Tyson Fury fans find out who it is. Pity him, because he screwed Tyson Fury. All Tyson Fury ever asked for was fair judging and fair refereeing. The referee did a great job within the whole of that fight. He really did. And the judges outside was he Canadian, wasn't he? Outside of him, everyone else needs to be investigated. It really does. Anyway, link in the description. Go give it a watch for David Haye. Obviously, drop your thoughts below about what you think. Do you agree with David Haye? Do you not? And all that kind of good stuff. So drop your thoughts below, click that thumbs up, and of course subscribe. Catch you all on the next video.